Now, Dove, you were framed so well. Now you're out of the frame. Action.
Welcome to episode 3 of Oasis of Change Online. This is very new to be saying this.
So new.
Very new. And so, Sarah, what are we doing tonight at Oasis of Change Online?
So this evening we have planned a short yoga flow with one of our community members, Soraya. And then we're gonna head to the kitchen for some stuffed sweet potatoes tonight, right? So we're gonna do a savory option with mushrooms, tempeh, and greens. And then we're gonna do a sweet option with banana plantains and nut butter. And
Sun butter. We're going allergy friendly tonight.
that's right.
We had a request from one of our members that we do an allergy friendly meal.
So it's sunflower butter
Yeah.
instead. And what are we doing after cooking?
Oh, we're having a really fun. We're going to be talking with John, who's behind the camera right now, about how
He's gonna
this
pop in here again, yeah?
crazy little
That's John.
podcast all came together and what's sort of coming for the rest of this week at the end of this. So
yeah, it's a fun story, you know, it was quick to get on its feet here, and so we're just kind of figuring out what everything is as we go. So you might be feeling that with us, and we invite you to do that. Come along for the ride. So what are we doing now, buddy?
We are going to head off to Yoga Flow with Soraya right now. So come on, everybody, let's get moving.
Let's do it.
Hi everyone, my name is Soraya and I'm going to give you a really quick flow to get your juices flowing for before you go start cooking and eating. I expect everyone to be sitting at home right now the whole day, and you got to use your body, so that's what we're going to do right now. Come in a comfortable seated position on the ground, on the floor, on your carpet, on your yoga mat, all up to you. If you want to, take a little pillow and put it under your hips so there's some more stability. And start closing the eyes. And breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in through the nose. And breathe out through the mouth. Start noticing how you feel, how your body feels. Where do you feel you need some stretching? Check in with your body, check in with yourself. Try to make the inhalations deeper and the exhalations longer. And with your eyes closed, start move the shoulders backwards, away from your ears. Do it on your tempo. It's your rhythm, your flow. When you're ready, move them forward. And come to center. And start moving your head from left to right. Shake a little no. Maybe you've been looking at your computer all day and you can feel it right now. And then shake a little yes. Look upwards and look downwards to your heart. And keep on breathing. In through your nose, out through your mouth. And come to stillness. Breathe in, bring your arms all the way up. And breathe out, bring your hands in front of your heart, Pierce position. And tuck your chin into your chest. Try to look inward and ask yourself what you need. Do you need some heat from your body? Do you need some relaxation? Your body can tell you best. Go ahead and open the eyes. Stay in seated position. And let's go to tabletop position on hands and knees. And start to breathe in and look up. Bend your hips and breathe out. Look down. Cat cow. Again, your tempo, your rhythm, your flow. Breathe in up, hips up, head up, and breathe out, up, down. Breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth. And before we come to the first downward dog, let's go to child's pose. If this feels too much for you, try to take a big pillow and just lay on the pillow. And let's get ready for the first downward dog. Stretch your arms, and it's time to stretch your legs. Hips up high, and look forward in between your hands. If it's too much, just bend your knees a little. And if you really don't feel like it, just stay in child's pose where we just were. And on the next inhalation, walk forwards to your hands. Take it easy. And our first forward fold. Hug your knees. Give it a little bend in the knees. Be gentle to your body. And on the next inhalation, we're gonna go upwards, but really slowly. We're gonna first bend our whole upper body, and the last thing that comes up is our chin and our head. So breathe in, take your time, your rhythm, your flow. And the last thing is your chin. Breathe in, bring your hands all the way up. And breathe out, bring them in front of your heart or your position. Take a moment. You already feel a little more stretched out. Breathe in, bring your hands all the way up, and breathe out. Come all the way down, back in that forward fold. Breathe in, come to plank position. And stay strong there. Maybe your body's shaking already. If it does, don't be too hard and just move your knees all the way down and your upper body all the way down too. And stay there for a second. Breathe in and come to cobra pose. Just up, chin up. Look at the sky, look at your ceiling. And breathe out. Come back to plank. Come back to downward dog. Again, if it's too much, just come to child's pose. Breathe in, walk forwards. If you want a little more, you can jump it all the way to your hands. But we're just in the beginning, so just walk it. Breathe in, bring your hands and roll body all the way up. And breathe out, hands in front of your heart. Now this is what we're gonna do for a few more times, and it's up to you if you wanna do it very fast so you get that heat flowing and burning, but if you just wanna go slow, just come with me. It's your rhythm, your flow. Breathe in, hands all the way up, and breathe out. Come all the way down. Breathe in, come to plank position. Again, if it's too much, just come all the way down already. And if you want some more, go down really slowly, just by using your arms and your core. And then let go. Come to cobra. Or if you want some more, come to upward dog. Make sure your knees and your hips are lifted from the mat, from the ground. And then breathe out, come back to downward dog. It helps to walk it out a little bit. Bend those knees. And again, it's your decision. Step or jump back to forward fold. And stay there. Breathe in, bring your hands all the way up. And breathe out in front of your heart. Keep on breathing. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And breathe in, bring the hands all the way up. And breathe out all the way down. Breathe in, come to plank position. And we're gonna try to stay here a little longer. It's up to you if you do it. But we're gonna go till your body starts shaking. And my voice too. Keep that core strong, your arms strong, your whole body strong. And then slowly come down. And maybe directly to upward dog. There we go. And come back to downward dog. Now let's come back to child's pose for a minute. Just check in with the body. Is it warm already? Do you need some more flows? If you need some more flows, you can just stop the video and keep on doing the sun salutation how we just did it, maybe a little faster. And again, if this is too much, take the pillow and just relax. And if you're ready, we're gonna come to seated position again. And we're gonna do some work with the back, do some twists. Bring your left leg forward extended and hug your right knee towards your chest. Hug your right knee with your left arm and twist to the back. Bring your right hand on the back and try to look over your right shoulder. If you breathe in, try to lengthen that body more. Try to sit up as tall as possible, and if you breathe out, try to twist it more. So try to look over your right shoulder more. And on your next exhalation, come back to center. And then we're gonna do exactly the same, but then on the other side, bring the left leg to your chest and hug your left leg with your right arm, and then twist it to the left side. Try to look over your left shoulder now. Again, breathe in and lengthen the whole upper body, and breathe out. Try to twist and look more over that left shoulder. And come back to center. Now, try to go to a seated position. You can go for a lotus, or you just put your feet, whatever is comfortable for you. And inhale, bring the arms up, and exhale, put your left hand on your right knee and stretch all the way to your left side. Try to look under that right arm, up to the ceiling, up to the sky. And come back to center. Breathe in, bring the arms up and overhead, and breathe out. Bring the right hand on your left knee and stretch to the right side. Try to look under your left arm up to the ceiling. And whenever you feel pain in a stretch, just try to breathe to the area that you feel the pain. So maybe that's in your lower back, and try to breathe to it. Your breath is always helping you to find comfort, to find peace and calmness. And come back to the middle. And as a last stretch, you can again come to a lotus seat, or just how you work, it's up to you. Take a big pillow or a small pillow, whatever works for you, or you want to go for a full forward fold. That's also possible, but maybe it's more comfy to do it with a pillow. You're gonna breathe in, bring the arms up overhead, and breathe out, come all the way down, and relax on that pillow. And on your next exhalation, come back up. Put away the pillow. One more time, bring the arms up. And bring them in front of your heart, prayer's position. And tuck your chin into your chest. Try to look inward again and thank yourself for taking the time to move your body. Namaste. Thank you for watching the video and for doing yoga together with me. If you are looking for some more yoga classes, especially online during these times, go to my Instagram at Soraya Goes, or go to Lotus Seat Yoga on Facebook, because I am a teacher in training for the Vinyasa flow over there, and we're uploading all kinds of online classes over there. Thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoy your cooking and your eating. Have a wonderful evening. I'm feeling looser, are you?
I'm feeling great after that flow.
After that flow is Soraya. Yeah, she's one of our community yoga teachers here.
She is. And before the pandemic, she was teaching classes here pretty regularly. Now we're having to move all online, but you benefit from that.
So should we head over to the kitchen for some
cooking?
Let's do it. Cool. I get so much pleasure out of like a sweet potato. It's the simple things. Yeah. It really is.
Let me go over those ingredients we have for tonight. So we have our weird ingredients over here, the ingredients that you might not see or use all the time, and we want to highlight those. You don't have to use these, but they're just fun to have different ingredients, especially when we're stuck at home and getting bored of the same thing. So the first thing we have over here is soy curls. I just have them soaking in a little bit of water. I didn't really like soy curls that much until I had them recently, and I learned that they're not really processed at all. They are just soybeans done in a weird, different way. And then we have over here, we have chili paste, which this is the end of this jar, but I fermented this for like 4 or 5 months with peppers that I picked this season.
That's a long ferment.
And then we have miso over here, which is gonna give flavor to our nacho cheese, and we have tempeh. So tempeh is a definitely interesting ingredient. This is from our friend John. He's Squirrel and Crow Tempeh here in Portland.
Oh, it's such good tempeh.
And not every place has local tempeh, but you can typically find tempeh now everywhere in the US. And it's just a really nice, flavorful thing to add to our dishes. And the last of our weird ingredients is these plantains over here. They look really rotten right now, but they're not. This is when they become sweet. And just for comparison, this is a ripe banana, and then this is a ripe plantain. So you can use these plantains also for savory cooking, just by when they're green, using them instead of a potato or something like that. And when they're like this, they're beautiful for sweet cooking. And we'll see how we make those later.
We'll showcase that.
Yeah. Then we have some turnips over here from the garden of our friends. Sunflower seeds, some kimchi over here, mushrooms, a really fun mushroom growing over here. This is from our friends at Ash Tree Farms. They're mushroom farmers and they grow these. And so we went and picked up some blocks and mushrooms grow from them. And these grew over the past 2 days here. Then we have our greens from either our garden or our friend's garden, just broccoli and assorted things.
Beautiful.
Cauliflower, tomato paste, sun butter. We're keeping it nut-free, by the way, and allergy-friendly tonight. So we no nuts going in our cooking.
Yeah.
And then we have cinnamon, and then the boiled potatoes and carrots that Sarah might have said earlier. And then our spices for tonight are gonna be onion powder, nutritional yeast, garlic powder, smoked paprika, and salt.
This is bomb.
Did I miss anything?
No, I think you hit it all. I wanted to ask you more about the miso.
I don't know that much about it.
Okay.
Okay, so let's get this started. So
Okay.
I'm gonna get the burners turned on over there.
Yeah,
if you
well, let
want
me do it. How
oh,
high?
perfect. Just the medium high, just to get
Okay,
them a little bit low.
like 5?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Then if you want to start chopping veg, I'll just start getting our nacho cheese sauce ready. Does that work for
I would
you?
love to start chopping veg.
Just pick out your favorite things. If you want, you can
Okay.
harvest that mushroom. I'll let you do the honors.
Well, is there a way?
Just take your knife and just chop right at this base, like right there. Get most of that
Just
big
here,
thing.
like across
Yeah,
it.
just chop it off.
Wow, okay. I think that's gonna feel good. So like here?
Yeah, I would say that. Just
And then
you
can
see
I
where
get
the
this
block.
as well?
Yeah, take this one as well. It's still firm and probably really good
Can I get
inside.
both? Oh,
That's beautiful. Perfect.
wow.
I'm gonna start getting our nacho cheese sauce ready.
Do it. Oh my gosh. This is like a creature. That's what these mushrooms are. They're just like so creature-esque. It's awesome. And it even has like a heart shape. Do you see that?
And the really cool thing is anyone can grow these. Like 5-year-olds can grow these and take care of them.
Like, talk about this block for a second. Like,
So
how this works.
This is just so our friends at
Mind-blowing.
Ashley Farms, they run an indoor mushroom farm, and so what they do is they grow, a lot of people grow mushrooms in these blocks, and you actually get these for your home and for your garden as well from local mushroom farms,
Oh.
and you can grow your own mushrooms.
Cool.
So we also so I take these blocks and I put them outside in my garden, and I grow mushrooms outside.
And so how long will they sprout for, or whatever it's called? Spore? What's it called?
Or grow, or
Grow?
fruit really.
Fruits.
So it all depends on the variety of mushroom, how long it takes.
Yeah.
And so some will be like a week to 2 weeks to 3 weeks, and it also depends how, like, if I mold it up, if I leave it in a block like this,
Okay.
or how I plant it. So there's a lot of ways to use it,
Okay.
but it's really fun because in the colder and wetter times, like right now,
Sure.
a lot of mushrooms are gonna grow.
They love that. The mushrooms love that, huh?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Cool. All right.
So while you start chopping that, I'm gonna start putting the stuff for the nacho cheese sauce. So I get these carrots that we boiled in just water, and potatoes. It's hot actually.
So for the mushrooms, are we just going with like just a chop?
Just a chop.
Just general chop.
Yeah,
okay.
just keep it
Everything.
simple. You don't have to tear them up tonight if you don't want to. But if you don't want to use a knife, it's a good point Sarah has. You can always tear the mushrooms off like we showed you in previous
these,
episodes.
yeah. These can get shredded, like noodly texture. But I'm gonna chop these. Okay.
Cool. And so you'll see I'm trying to get a lot of potatoes in here. And just get more veg inside the sauce. We'll make it just a little bit lighter. And also it'll save money because seeds and nuts are a little bit expensive. So the next piece of the cheese sauce is I already have my potatoes and carrots in there. I'm gonna take some sunflower seeds and pour those in, just a little bit, not too much.
How
And
many?
I don't know, like half a cup.
Cool.
I have no real clue though what I just did.
Oh wait, yeah. It doesn't
Yeah.
have to be measured perfectly.
And then there's miso over here. I'm gonna take a big dollop of miso, but this gives it its funky flavor.
It's like a fermented kind of flavor.
Then I'm gonna get some tomato paste in there too. And then what else? Oh, then I need some of the onion powder. So how I measure things is I put a little bit in the beginning, and I just want to get a little base. So I'm not over seasoning anything. I just put a little bit of the flavors inside and very light. And I typically I'm going to have to add throughout the process, especially when it's done. But I really don't know how it's going to go because I don't really measure how many carrots and potatoes and other stuff I put in there. So I really have no idea how this is going to start tasting until I blend it up. So I really don't want to over season it at this point. And I also want to be very careful about not over spicing it at this point. I enjoy heat, but I've definitely had times when I've messed up when cooking for groups. And then I also added just nutritional yeast and then a little bit of smoked paprika. And the last thing was going to be the chili paste over here. And I'm probably going to add more than this, but I'm going to start over here. The tough thing about chili paste and things like that, like the stuff you buy in the store, is going to be a little bit different than this here. So there's no way of telling you how hot it's going to be. So the next step is I'm going to take this water that I have from the potatoes and carrots. You don't have to use the same water, just it's water, and it's clean water, and save water nowadays.
It has all the nutrients that have leached out of the water in the process of cooking.
Yeah, and then what I'm going to do is we're going to throw this on the Vitamix. We don't know what other people are going to want to eat, so we try to make a wide variety of people top their own things.
Yeah.
And so what we try to do is have on the stove, if we're having things in the oven, a couple different options of toppers. So we have a steamed cauliflower as we go over here, which you've seen in the previous episode. Then we have some mushrooms we're going to saute up with some tempeh from over there. And then in the last pan, we're going to throw some of the broccoli and greens.
Oh, nice. And so what about these plantains? And
What we're going to do is in a separate pan when those are done.
Okay, cool. Nice.
That'll be more the dessert one.
Do you want this tempeh?
So we should open that up and chop it up. That'd
Awesome.
be great.
Yeah, let me do.
And I'll get these sumikos in there too. Drain some of these off.
Oh, right. So you have to get like all the water out of those guys?
So with this, I don't know. So it's only the third time I've used them. So what I've just been doing, after I soak them for 10 minutes, just squeeze them a little bit, not too hard. And then I'll just throw them in the pan. And they should cook up, and they've been tasting pretty good after I made them that way. I've never seen anyone else use them though, so I could be really wrong.
They use them at restaurants, I feel like.
A lot.
Yeah. I'm struggling so much with this unnecessarily.
I mean, really cute stickers came with it though.
I know. I love that. Can I throw this tempeh in the pan?
Please.
Sweet.
Oh, that's almost there. And so you can see, like, I'm slowly building it now.
Okay.
You don't want to make the same mistake I made last time with overspicing it like I just did.
And you were talking about how little you use.
Yeah, exactly. Are you gonna need more smoked paprika?
No, that's good.
Perfect.
That's nacho cheese.
Do you want to do our greens now?
Yeah.
Let's get those.
So there's a variety here, mostly mustard greens, it looks like, and broccoli. We harvested ourselves, right?
At my friend Lynn's farm. We have broccoli outside, but I don't have this much broccoli. If they're really small, I'm just gonna go and put a slit down the middle of them like this, but watch out for my hands, like this. And this way you can just open up the sweet potato and just pull it apart like this, and it'll be perfect for stuffing.
Oh, wow.
And we have two kinds of sweet potatoes here. We have purple and the regular. Those are really beautiful.
They look awesome.
I'm gonna turn the oven now on low.
That's a big broccoli stalk. Got it.
And then while you're getting that, I'm gonna start getting peeling the plantains and the bananas for our sweet loaded sweet potato. So with the plantains, I like to cut off both sides of it, and then I put a slit down over here. And that makes it easy once you have that little slit to peel them. Might have not been the ripest one,
Okay.
but it'll still be good.
So the riper they are, the easier it comes off.
Yeah, so like you'll see this one is really ripe. And this one will have a lot, yeah, this one's a lot nicer. I can just cut it like, you know. Yeah, a lot nicer. Where's this wiper?
The color, like, on this broccoli, the purple, and the purple on the sweet potato, it's just, like, unreal.
This is like almost sweet, this one. It should be good though. This plantain was not the most fun thing to peel. And it really,
So it wasn't ready, right?
it wasn't ready. We're still gonna, you can still use a plantain
alright.
when it was like this.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's just gonna be a little less sweet and that's totally cool.
Yeah, we don't need all that sugar. So.
Yeah, but the bananas I think are gonna sweeten the dish up enough to be honest.
Cool.
I'm gonna start putting your greens in the pan now.
Yeah, take my greens. They're your greens. Ooh.
This oil is getting hot. And once that oil, we get the plantains and the banana mixture going on over there.
Cover this again?
Yeah, cover that again. And while we cover it, covering can help things cook a little bit faster. It can also, though, make your food a little bit watery when sauteing, so you gotta be like a little bit
There's like a
careful.
balance there.
There's a fine
Yeah.
balance, and the best way to learn is just by doing it over and over again, and just learning.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really matter if your vegetables or things get too soggy, just turn it into a mash or something else or a sauce.
Yeah.
So there's no real wrong you can do with vegetables.
You can always like correct, kind of, or change,
Yeah.
alter, balance, modify.
Thanks, Sarah, for cleaning up.
Oh yeah. What's up with these radishes?
I think we forgot to use them.
I think we did too.
Oh, this is a fresh topping for our sweet potato.
Oh,
We'll
nice.
grate
Just
some
like
radish.
yeah, with pickle maybe, or like with.
Oh, I have picked fermented radish. How about this? How about you chop those up to
Okay.
ferment them, and I'll take out fermented radishes to eat.
Got it. Love it.
And I have the fermenting jar in the fridge. Remember that pickle jar?
Yeah.
Just do
There's
that.
a lot of jars in the fridge.
Yeah, it's a scary fridge to
It's
go
a
into
very
right now.
scary fridge.
John, don't put the fridge on camera.
Don't
whatever
you
do.
dare. He's doing it.
John, you told me
John,
not to.
no, he didn't say anything. He was silent.
Here, Mr.
John's loyal to the audience first. He's trying to be a
No,
what's
it's
it
not
called?
bad. There's just a lot
Reliable narrator.
of there's a lot of like just brine and fermented stuff in there. That's pickle juice. It's really good pickle juice.
It smells fermented like lactobacillus.
And it's really fun. So if you get any like live pickle from the store, this is our friends at Oregon Brine Work.
They make beautiful pickles.
And it's really fun because their brine is really yummy, so you can just keep the brine going after you finish the pickles.
So does that make sense to people? There's actually like mother bacteria in here, so that when you eat all of the veg that's in the jar, you can add your own
But this
raw veg to it, and it will ferment within that because it already has the bacteria in it, right?
Yeah, and it's not with all pickles. It only is with like pickles that are the probiotic living pickles.
Yeah, the ones that's with the lacto, I think.
Exactly, you're 100% right.
Oh. I always wish I was taller when I'm cutting.
Do you want your little stool?
My little stool. Kind of do, but I'm okay. I think I'm almost done here. When did you do this?
Months ago.
What?
It still smells really nice.
It smells amazing. Do you have to cover it?
Yeah, with the lid. You need to burp it though, too. Like it starts like a lot of, take like the CO2 out or something.
So what if it's like not covering on the top of it?
So you just jam it down.
Jam it.
Yeah, just jam it down there.
Okay.
This is just our fun shawarma seasoning we have. It's a bunch of mixture of things in it. It's just nice and yummy. I'll add some, but you can grab any seasoning you want. I'm gonna take these two over. I'm gonna take this one. This
Yep.
big one for the sweet one. Sound good?
Yeah, sounds amazing. Loading these up. And then you can always add more later. Yeah. And then we'll do some greens. Which are still cooking over here. Alright. Might be easier with a smaller spoon too. Okay. Oh, that looks better.
I'm pouring some sun butter, or any nut butter or any kind of you want. This one's just allergy friendly. And it's gonna go on these. So it's like the bananas, the sun butter, it'll go back in the oven, roast up a little bit. And then we'll, top it with some cinnamon, right?
Beautiful. And then how long are they going in the oven?
It's like 5 to 10 minutes, really
Okay.
quick. Now we're gonna put the cheese on it now.
Yeah. They're definitely loaded, man. Gorge.
And
Yeah. Oh. Ooh. So some of us even got like.
the peanut butter
Oh
caramelized,
my gosh.
like marshmallows.
Oh, that's amazing.
So we should cut these up into pieces
Yes,
and
we
serve them up.
should. We absolutely should.
Yeah, cut up those two. We just cut them in half, so that's enough for everyone to
Halves.
share. And then let's cut up this big chunky sweet one, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, let's plate this up now.
Good.
Hi, bud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. This is all mixed though. This
Good.
one is the sweet. So let's go with the sweet first. Oh. The plantains are delicious. And the combination with the banana, it adds a little bit of that sweetness that I
Yeah.
can tell is lacking.
The plantain was lacking in sweetness.
And then
Perfect, let's eat.
let's do it. Yum.
This is so good. It's incredible. I cannot believe this cheese sauce. It's like different from the other night's cheese sauce.
Yes, it is like.
It's like a whole nother thing. That was actually an awesome meal. I just had some of it, and
John liked it.
oh yeah, I filmed some. That's right. I filmed some of myself
your
eating
experience
it,
of the
which
yum
will
yum
have
yum.
already played. So this is kind of redundant at this point because you've already seen it.
But it was an amazing meal.
He
Yeah.
loves it a lot.
I do.
It was one of John's favorite one, he said. that he
It
had.
was my favorite so far, but we only had 3. We're only on episode 3.
I
so
know.
There's a lot to come.
It's been cooking already
Rounds.
forever though.
Yeah.
At this point, it's
Yeah.
This is very, very bare in this production.
Yeah,
like-
I mean, I haven't known Dove that long, and I just met Sarah
Yeah.
to do this show. In fact, I met you the day we shot episode 1.
the day we shot episode 1.
And
Yeah, I met
So
you
what
a
happened?
week before, 2 weeks before that.
yeah, but we weren't talking virus talk or show or anything.
No,
That
yeah,
point,
yeah.
nothing had happened.
Yeah.
So I think what happened that morning was I think one person basically told me that I should do a show.
Okay, and also to back up, you had hired me.
I did.
You had hired me already to make like a 3 to 5 minute kind of teaser that was exciting, kind of a trailer for what goes on here at Oasis of Change.
Yes.
And I was pumped to make it, but obviously everything changed on the day the virus hit.
There was no real need to market the place overall because no one could come here.
But there was another need that showed up real suddenly.
Yeah, people were in their homes and we need more like at-home community style programming.
Sure, and you were saying that multiple people were suggesting it to you, all within a few hours, right?
Yeah, so it's happened actually over the past year. A lot of people told me that I should do like a cookbook or start like a YouTube channel or something. But I always wrote it off because I didn't want to do it because it's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, and I didn't really have any background in any of like video or any of these things whatsoever. I never been on the other side of a camera really before.
It's weird.
Yeah,
I'm rarely on this side of the camera, but I am comfortable with it.
You're very comfortable.
Well, after enough years of doing it, like
I feel the comfort. I'm
It-
making
yeah.
confidence rubbing off
It
on me. I'm
drove
like,
me-
I'm real casual too, and I'm cool also.
it drove me absolutely nuts for years. But it's just because I've had to jump in and be like the store clerk or the bartender at so many shoots
Yeah.
or so many.
They just needed a body.
There's so many indie shoots that didn't
Yeah.
plan enough bodies to be like the one line guy or whatever. So I've gotten used to even acting and stuff like that, even though I've never had a passion for it. But I filled that need when needed.
He's a
before.
natural.
yeah. This is new for me. I've never done any acting whatsoever.
Well, you're not acting here. You're being yourself.
Yeah,
Are you though?
I don't know.
We're trying.
We're trying.
That's what
They're
we're
trying.
getting
I'm
at.
trying to help them.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's really magical because without you, this would not look
how it looks. Well, thank you.
We would
We're
I don't think you
shitty.
probably might not make it through more than like 5 minutes without.
Without John, yeah, just he's the puppeteer there.
I pride myself in being able to do this with just one person and run sound, light, 3 cameras just by myself. I feel accomplished when we finish every episode. I'm like, yeah, I knocked that out.
Yeah, no, it's really amazing. Like I thought I was gonna cringe when watching the first episode. Straight up, I thought I was gonna like cringe.
We had to make a whole dessert for ourselves to eat with it while we watched it.
Just
'cause
to
we
make
were-
it
just to start the video. And he was literally 3 bites and his plate was gone. And
I
mine
was so
still there.
nervous.
Oh my god.
It's like I said, if it's not turning out well, I'll call it out when that's happening. I'm not just gonna shoot it and go, oh, this is what they
Just
ordered.
let it be,
You know, like no, I'll call that out, and I did a few times. When I'm just like,
you've
okay,
guided us.
yeah, just a little bit. But I haven't, honestly, to your credit, I've shot people before. So many people that never wanted to be on camera, but they were like, it was for a business or wedding videos. I'm talking like years ago and stuff when I used to do different kind of work, and so many people are so awful on camera if they've never done it, and including myself, and it was years. And you guys sunk right into it, like honestly. I mean, there's always room for improvement, and you will improve.
Yes.
But the fact that you were able to cook that whole first one with talking like relevant stuff, like almost the entire time.
Yeah.
I hardly had to cut out anything. Like there was just a few little moments I cut out that were just kind of dead space. But you really fill it up with a natural, like, relevant dialogue through the whole thing. It was interesting.
Yeah.
I was so impressed. And so, give yourself more credit. Like, honestly,
Wow,
like you guys are very
that's really.
And you know what?
Feels good.
I was talking with my mom on the phone that night after the first night, and I was thinking, and I said to myself, you know what? I think the reason that they're so good and they don't realize that they're so good because they're new to it, of course, and everyone feels like they're not good. But the reason that they actually are good is because of what you are doing. You're not just filling a role like me, like stepping in to be the bartender in a show, or you know.
We're being what we already are.
Yeah, Dove is very good at cooking,
Yeah,
and so when
we're
you
already in the
cook, I'm
kitchen.
filming him talking about his passion that he is.
Yes.
You know, and you're very good at it.
Being
You're a
himself.
skilled human being, you know.
Yeah.
And you too, Sarah.
Truly, I've learned a lot from him already.
Thank you.
I've only spent.
Well,
like,
even
2
you two
months
have
or
like
so.
clearly have a knowledge beyond, you know, the average person on these things.
I guess so.
And you're communicating that on camera, and it's just you. It's real, and that's why it's working out. So.
Nice.
Well, thank you. I just can't believe this. We're here. We're in almost week. This is our 3rd episode because and this is this is gonna be nice too. This could be our best episode yet, everybody.
Yes, I
because
think
we
so.
actually watched the first episode before we shot this one. So the second one, we might not see that much improvement from first to second.
There you
Yeah.
go.
But I think second
Let
and
'em
third,
know.
we're gonna see a huge improvement, everybody.
On a production standpoint too, I feel like I got the lighting and white balance and everything dialed in a lot sharper. The other two, I kind of have to give a disclaimer because they were so rushed. We were shooting the first episode the same day that
This
Dove
guy.
pitched this
This
idea
guy.
to me. So I was like, "What's your idea?"
These guys.
Yeah, I was like, "What's your idea?" And then I was like, "Let me go home." And I drove almost to Gresham where I live, grabbed all my gear, came back, and was rolling within a few hours.
Yeah.
And so
Just
that's why everything's
dove right in.
the white balance, and there's a few things technically that were a little wonky.
But I feel like we have to get over that first
Yeah.
hump.
Yeah.
Because now this feels so much better now.
Yeah.
I hope. Yeah, I think it's just gonna continue to.
Well, we've been talking for a while. It's already a long episode.
Blah.
So we should
So-
probably wrap this up.
And we have more fun things coming this week. We have Ecstatic Dance, which is a dance in your home. We have Learn How to Freestyle on Thursday night. We have some live
Freestyle? What kind of freestyle?
Hip hop.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, Thursday
Super
night. Hip hop freestyling. It's called Hip Hop Shop.
Super skilled people.
And then we also have some musicians coming into this week.
Yeah. That's
Cool.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
so we have a fun week ahead of us.
See you next time.
See you next time, everybody.
See ya.
Have a good night.